Oh right, we are going. Oh, it's raining. We find that out shortly when a drop of rain suddenly hits the lens. So what's this? 6:30 in the morning? Somewhere between 6:30 and 7. This is what I look like when I wake up. What did I want to tell you about? Oh, so last night I went to the city of Bath to see my lovely fiancée, and on the way back, I think I had the worst train journey in my life. Where was I? It was about a 90-minute ride from Bath Spa to Southampton, and it was so loud. Actually, no, let's not start there. It came late. It came 15 minutes late. 15 minutes isn't the worst I've seen. I've been on a train that is an hour late, longer than that sometimes. But yes, the train was late arriving at Bath. Got on it. So did a group of girlies who were having some sort of hen party, which I assume because they were actually on the same train that I had arrived into Bath Spa on, where they all got onto this train the same time that I did, and they were all so loud the whole way there. Like, I had my MP3 player, it's actually my phone, listening to the Bugle, and it was really hard to hear anything over them. Okay, and then what? Then, train ran out of fuel. I've never heard of that happening. I just thought that trains had enough fuel, and that whoever's job it was to make sure that the trains had enough juice to run always did that job really, really well. So the train stopped in Westbury for a good 20 minutes, making it even later than it already was. That's fun. I have a little flap over my keyhole there. Sometimes it's not always easy to open. Okay. Let me make sure it's genuinely unlocked. It sure is. Okay. Yeah, so I was waiting in Westbury. They left the doors wide open so the cold air got in, and we were just there waiting. Put that in my pocket. Oh, you can hear it. Okay. Right. But my worry was, what made me tense, what made my jam tart go boom, 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 was the fact that I had a connecting train to make at 11:30 last night. I was supposed to hop onto a train from Southampton to here in Christchurch, where the weather has been like this since then. My train normally arrives in Southampton a good 20 minutes in advance, so I'm sitting in a waiting room reading off my Kindle. But that's not what happened last night. The train I thought was going to be late, and I was going to miss my connection and wait till 2 in the morning for the next one. The train I was on actually arrived in Southampton dead on 11:30 last night. I managed to run, that's the wrong key, I managed to run from the platform that we were alighted on across to the right platform to get off at. I had to run. It was a short sprint, but I made it onto the train just in time. I'm sure there's people who were on the same train making the same connection that couldn't do it. Unlucky. Yes, I was at a stage where I was already planning in my mind how I was going to complain about the service to South West trains, but then, I made it here, so I don't really have anything to complain about. That's nice. Look at that. That's so cool. If it's in the light. Look at that. It's made of aluminum. I know, I just dragged it across the floor. It's very, what's the word? Brechtian. There's even a little bit to put your drink on while you're preaching. Oh, a message. Brechtian. What's Brechtian? So this lad, Bertolt Brecht, he was the one that went, you know what, we can remind people that they're only in the theatre while they're in the theatre. Whereas previously you'd have to engage your audience to the extent that they forget that they're watching a theatre production or a movie, and engage them so much into the story that they don't have to think about it. Bertolt Brecht went, you know what, we can show the exposed rigging that the lights are hanging off, and, you know, constantly remind people that they're just watching a show. And so we ended up with, today, things that look a lot like stage rigging exposed, and it's not just in the theatre either. You see it in movies when they refer to the production of the film in the film, and also, I guess, in church. Not that church was ever theatrics, but it does happen. And that lectern upstairs is made to be in the style of that kind of theatre stuff. Anyway, what was I on about? Oh, I finished my train story and I found a lectern. Yes, only someone that was ever going to preach would look at a lectern and go, oh, no, that's not true. I think before I learned how to preach, which was since I began making these videos, actually, before I learned how to preach, I would still look at a lectern in a church and go, oh, that's cool, or that's rubbish. Maybe it's a design thing, I guess. Okay, for comparison, shall I show you the lectern we've got? The chapel is right here, and the staff aren't in yet, so why not? Oh, we've got the Perspex one. Is it Perspex? There's that, you can see right through it. Yeah, that's Perspex. I thought it could be acrylic, but no, it's too, I don't know what the word is. I can just feel that it's not acrylic. There's many types of plastics that it could be. There's an even older one hidden in the corner there. That's what we had when I started here. It's falling apart. I've actually known this bit to just fall off sometimes. But, oh. Emmy left a badge. Oh, well, I'm going to leave it there. That's 8 minutes long. Hang on. I come back in here for breakfast in a minute. Yeah. Anyway, what am I going to do? Tidy my room a little bit and then come back for breakfast.